Experiment 101's debut title, Biomutant, is finally out in the wild, and love it or hate it, one thing you can't deny is that this game is massive. And I know what you're all wondering.
Any tips? What? Any tips you got?
So, with that being said, let's go over my top 20 tips for new players in Biomutant, and if this video is at all helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more in-depth Biomutant guides in the future. QuickTime events. Do you hate QuickTime events? Turn them suckers off. This will make life far less frustrating. Trust me. Character creation. Alright, so here are some hard truths. Breed doesn't matter. Looks don't matter. Resistances don't even matter. Heck, the only thing that actually does matter here is your stats and class choice. If you don't like the way your character's body looks, you can change it later. Regret the color or pattern of your fur? You can fix it later. Pick the wrong resistances, complete the quests that reward you with the suits that give you 100% resistance. We'll go over how to do all that in this list, by the way. For now, what you really want to focus on is stats. Each time you level up, you gain the ability to increase any one stat by 10. You can also increase your stats in various other ways. Personally, I recommend just maxing out Charisma for two reasons really. Starting the game off with 100 Charisma immediately gives you a 50% discount at all shops. It also allows you to start the game halfway to the max gains trophy. Speaking of trophies, there are 4 missable trophies. Each are only attainable during the 4 World Eater boss fights. I won't spoil anything for you here, so make sure to create a new save file before you start each fight. Save, save, save. Before you do anything risky, save your game. If you've done a lot and it's been a while, save your game. About to attempt a swim across a body of water? Save your game. And make multiple save files. I literally died trying to swim across some water and lost hours of progression because of a bug in the save system.
Oh, no, no, no.
This is an open world RPG. Just make lots of save files. You'll thank me later. You can also just create a new save file before unlocking abilities to give them sort of a test run. If you don't like it, just reload that save file you just created and get a refund. Fast travel points. As you roam around the world of Biomutant, always keep an eye out for these outposts. Heck, if you just want to take a day to roam the map clearing up as much as you can, just make sure to mark those outposts so you can fast travel back to them later. Mutation spots. Remember how I said earlier that looks are not important during the character creation? Well, that's because you can actually alter or mutate your character later in the game. To do so, you simply have to find a mutation spot and spend 1 bio point. The first one I found was guarded by a level 10 mob, so it's pretty early in the game. Here's the catch though. This spot is located at Bionucleus 6D, which unfortunately is a biohazard zone. The bad news is that you can't really stay in this area for long without dying. The good news is that when you enter any zones like this, you trigger a side quest that literally marks your map with where to find the suit needed to give you 100% resistance. Fall damage. Crazily enough, there is no fall damage in Biomutant, so no need to fear heights. Wall jump. You can jump off of walls in Biomutant, and while this may not seem like a big deal to some, this adds huge range to your traversal arsenal, allowing you to reach areas that you wouldn't normally be able to reach without it. Triple jump. Big shout out to Reddit user Jashin Samael for this one. Essentially, you can use the Kronk Fist thingy you get early in the game to get an additional jump in. Simply hit the attack button after a double jump to get a bonus jump. This helps get across large gaps, but don't forget tip number 5 and make sure you save before attempting any crazy jumps over water. Explore. There's been talk that if you rush through the story of Biomutant, you can finish the game in about 12 to 15 hours. Listen to me very carefully here. That is not how this game was meant to be played. You are meant to get lost in this game. You are meant to see something off in the distance and go,
"Oh, look at the kitty."
If you're looking at the map and see something interesting, go check it out. You'll be glad that you did. Bonus tip. If you see a balloon off in the distance, these are where you can find weapon and armor upgrade stations. They typically have weapon and armor vendors right beneath them as well. Yellow paint. While you can't climb every surface in the world of Biomutant, there are a ton of specific spots where you can climb. The folks over at Experiment 101 made sure to let us know with bright yellow paint. So if you're exploring the world and spot some yellow paint on a wall, it's worth investigating. Armor add-ons. A key determining factor on what makes one piece of armor better than another is how many add-on slots it has. 2 slots on the headpiece can double, sometimes even triple the amount of armor that piece gives you. Seriously, I hate this stupid duck helmet I found early game, but it's got so much armor on it, I can't get rid of it. Outfits. If you haven't already been able to tell, there are a lot of armor pieces in Biomutant. The folks at Experiment 101 put an outfit system in place to help keep us organized. To set an outfit, simply choose the slot you want the outfit to be saved to, equip the gear you want to be saved, and then back out of the menu. Just make sure to switch to a different outfit slot before equipping different gear, or else it'll change that outfit in that slot. Aura. From what I've seen so far, aura points mainly just unlock different psi abilities. Once you hit 30 points in either light or dark, there doesn't seem to be a reason to not switch over, mainly because getting a dark aura point doesn't cause you to lose any light aura points, and vice versa. Plus, it's super easy to get aura points. Just find these little critters running around, catch them, and decide their fate depending on what aura point you want. Tightrope walking. Every now and again in Biomutant, you'll stumble upon a rope you can cross. Don't worry about losing your balance and falling off, because you can simply jump to regain your balance. Adjust audio to improve combat. Shout out to another Reddit user, Nitram_Norig1 for this one. Use these suggested audio settings and it really makes the combat sounds pop. I honestly didn't have a problem with how combat sounded before, but after trying these settings, I simply can't go back. Running away. Don't forget that this is an open world game. If you find yourself in over your head in a fight, just run away. Sure, the enemy's health will regen, but so will yours. Unless it's a scripted fight, which hardly any of these fights are, you can simply run away and just come back when you're ready. Or you can just run in, focus on one guy until he's dead, run away to regain your health, and then lather, rinse, and repeat. Change the difficulty. If running away isn't your style, don't be afraid to change the difficulty level mid-fight. Remember, it's a video game.
This is supposed to be fun.
And there are no trophies tied to difficulty levels, so there is literally no penalty for switching down to easy if you just want to have a chill time playing this game, and then ranking it back up to hard when you're ready for a challenge. Trim. Like I mentioned way back at tip number 2, if you don't like the way your fur looks after you've gotten into the world, you can always change it. Doing so requires finding the side character named Trim. He's located in Spurftop, a small hut just northeast of the Urfadurf outpost in Sector 6G. Can we just stop for a minute and recognize and acknowledge the fact that the names in this game are just hilarious? Urfadurf. Anyway, when you find him, he'll need you to complete a series of side quests before he can give you a trim. See what I did there? And that's it. Guys, Biomutant is a meaty game, and we're going to be here for a while. If you don't want to miss out on any of the guides that I'm going to be making for this game, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are less than 200 subs away from our goal of 1,000, so if you enjoyed this video at all, help us out, will you? And until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay tuned to ICE TV.